Jim is cute, Jim is swoony, but he's no George Clooney.
Leatherhead!
We are watching Letterheads.
Oh my goodness, this is a star-studded cast.
It's a star-studded. I don't want to look too much at the cast because I hope it's George Clooney and then half the cast of The Office, just like License to Wed.
I hope so
Robin
too.
Williams.
I'm happily surprised to see that Renee Zellweger is in this because, you know, you don't hear a lot from her these days. And I actually happen to enjoy her a lot.
All right, well, we'll see if we enjoy her. I mean, this film does not look promising.
What are you talking about?
52
and 38?
Let's see what we're getting ourselves into. A lighthearted comedy about the beginnings of professional American football. When a decorated war hero and college all-star is tempted into playing professional football, everyone sees the chance at making some big money. But when a reporter digs up some dirt on the war hero, ... everyone could lose out.
But Bacon, this is even worse than you think because you said everyone sees the chance. It doesn't say that. It says everyone see the chance.
Letterboxd, where are you getting these from? These are awful.
It almost seems like it went through Google Translate or something.
I like professional football. Ruth doesn't care. It is true back in the day, like usually the owner would also be like a player and coach in these early days of football. I don't know how interesting it would be because the game back then was, you know, mostly just running up the middle for like a couple yards. So
boring.
I doubt it's going to be like that.
I hope this movie's more interesting than what you just said.
Let's watch Leatherheads, PG-13.
Oh, this is glam.
Almost era appropriate. That's pretty interesting. Wow, there he is. There's our boy.
Look at those little ear holes in the helmet.
Yeah, so you could hear the play.
Well, you miss football?
Heck yeah, I'll miss it. What are you gonna do?
Beats me.
Nothing much you can do.
You could always go pro.
See, that's funny because back in the day you couldn't get paid enough. You'd still have to have another job and play professional football.
Is this going to be like a
learning
pop-up
situation?
video
Yes.
where
the whole way I'm going to get you to like football just like I got you to like Dungeons and Dragons.
They actually did used to play in fields along with the cows. That's why they called it the pigskin.
That doesn't make sense, cows. Well, the music's by Randy Newman. And they're playing football together and football and friends. Friendships like football. Directed by George Clooney.
Wow.
You don't have another ball, you forfeit the game. That's the rules.
Where's that written?
It ain't written, it's just the rules.
Well, I never heard of it.
Maybe going deaf, old man.
Did you see that slapstick face he just made?
Yeah. Did you see the dog with the helmet?
Yeah. I don't know if George Clooney should be directing and starring in this.
Well, let's see. There she is.
The star of the show has arrived.
Looks like she just ate a lemon. And she ran into a pigeon on the way there.
I like that hat. You could tickle someone.
You won't talk to reporters in fancy hats.
Hey, Lexie, going hunting?
It's a very expensive hat.
Yeah. Hey, there you go.
Okay, Harvey, I'll make you a deal. If I throw some facts together about this bombshell, Bullet, and we chop down his apple tree,
You get the assistant editor's desk.
How come there always has to be a "I'll make you a deal" thing in movies?
Because to give it stakes.
I know that, but don't you think there's enough stakes that that's her job and there's a story there?
Yeah, probably.
Next thing we're going to learn is she needs to be able to buy medicine for her like sick sister, and only the assistant editor job will pay enough for the medicine. Like, it's like we have enough stakes.
Waterford next. Waterford next.
You got a friend in football.
Football friend.
This is a good band. That's like from A League of Their Own, but not as well done.
I don't know. And I thought the Milwaukee game would turn it around. What with Big Gus coming on board for us, and Milwaukee got Joe Washburn playing good, but now there's no Milwaukee game.
It's hard to care when we haven't even really seen if they're any good.
I know. I wish they didn't have this storyline happening right now. Just be bad, you know?
So that's it, fellas. It's the end of the line for us. This will be your last paycheck.
All right, well, that's definitely the end of them.
Movie's over.
Movie's over. Let's get to our rankings. Oh, wait, it's still going.
Coal mine.
Aw.
Aw, with the bag on the stick. I used to do that when I was a kid. Did you ever do that?
Be a hobo?
Yeah.
Go down by the train tracks, get on a train, head on down to St. Louis with a few guys, old chippers and loose tooth, as you call them. And then you eat some beans on the train and you tell them stories. And in the middle of the night, you wake up to them stealing all your stuff and you alone on the train?
That's exactly the
I'd
game
always
I used to
play that game. Yeah.
The kind of fearlessness that brings in those fans by the thousands. Some 40,000 people on hand just last Saturday. Now here's a little ditty I'm sure you'll all know.
You've got a friend in football.
Jeez.
Is that Renee Zellweger?
Oh, baking a Tiffany's lamp. Let's get one.
Okay. Once this video hits 6 million views, we can afford it.
Will you like and share so we can get a Tiffany's lamp, please?
Just because we had a laugh doesn't mean you know me.
My apologies.
Apology accepted.
Is this scene almost over? I mean, it is tedious. Tedious.
Let me say straight off, there's no such beast as professional football.
I was like, how do I know that guy?
Yeah.
He's the High Sparrow from Game of Thrones.
High Sparrow. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? Like Lord Duckling or King Turtle.
Why don't you two run along, conduct your interview, whilst Mr. Connolly and I thrash out your future?
I see a love triangle forming. With the middle being a little Zellweger. Oh, this is how you get the girl. You hide in her train car.
Hey! Oh my God!
And he watched her.
Inappropriate.
Yeah, I could see some.
Inappropriate from Bacon. Inappropriate from George.
And all I could think about is two stagehands rocking this whole set back and forth.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't mind those pajamas minus the giant buttons, because I think that makes it a little less comfortable to sleep in.
Yeah.
But if I had, light blue with white stripy pajamas that had matching tops and bottoms, I'd wear them. Maybe even a little nightcap thing.
Is that what you want for your birthday?
I think those pajamas should just be an everyday gift. Just an I love you gift.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just a
Tuesday.
Tickets are 75 cents adults and 25 cents for the Rascals under 12. And if you're a Huskers fan, it's $10. Just kidding, gang. We love those Cleveland fans. See you at the game.
Green grass wasn't invented until the 30s. So they took us to a practice. We didn't see the practice. They took us to a game. They showed us like 2 plays and it was over, and it didn't really, the action didn't feel good.
Yeah. They needed to take a lesson from the Mighty Ducks movie. What's another good sports movie?
That's the best sports movie of all time. Mighty Ducks. Nothing else came. Only sports movie. They didn't even make sequels. The dog has just shown up. The dog has done nothing in the movie, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Someday he'll come along, the man I love.
A montage of falling in love. Falling in love.
Montage.
Beep-a-doo-bop-a-doo.
You got a friend.
It's a raid! Let's go! Move it! Everybody beat it! Stay out of here!
It's a raid! It's a raid, raid.
You got a friend.
You got a friend in raids.
She's too old for you.
What? Well, you're too old for me.
Well, you got me on that one.
Why I ever let you?
Wait, where were you two?
Out.
Nowhere.
Did you kiss her?
Oh, this guy should be a reporter.
Go ahead. Throw one.
Well, you're the injured party. You get the first punch.
A few moments later.
They were hitting each other pretty hard. Where are their injuries?
It was more of like a slap fight. It's like, slap fight! I hate you! I want to be with Renee Zellweger! Oh no! I like that she has a sourpuss face! You should be with Pam! I'm not that character! Well, you sure are acting like it! Well, you should go direct The Monuments Men!
Those were some good burns. It's a gossipy montage, a gossipy montage, a gossipy montage, a
16 trees died for this montage!
It's still going! This movie doesn't actually have a lot to do with football.
Considering it's called Leatherheads,
yeah,
I think, what percentage of this movie do you think is football?
Good question. If I were to guess, 25% football.
I'd say 1%.
I count being in your uniforms. At least being in your uniform, because then you're Leatherheads.
All right, I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to do the goddamn math.
Yeah.
Cut out all the football scenes and see how much a percentage it is. All right, this is a totally different time. I have now gone through all the footage.
Painstakingly.
I did how much Boston was in the town and how much Chicago is in while you were sleeping. Now on those, I double checked my work. I went like frame by frame. On this one, very sloppy. So if somebody wants to go through and double check my work, but I did the best I could in a short amount of time.
Oh, Bacon, nothing you ever do is sloppy and you know it.
Oh, thank you. Well, I'm going to tell you. So I cut out the beginning logos and I cut out the credits, and the movie is an hour and 48 minutes of actual movie. That means it's 108 minutes. So then I cut out any of the parts that just had football uniforms. Where you could, if you see any football uniform, even a cleat, I count that. And it is 26 minutes and 27 seconds. So we'll say 26 and a half minutes. That means that this movie is 24 and a half football uniforms.
24.5%?
Yes.
Yeah, yikes.
And you're not really saying a lot, but you guessed 25%.
I did?
You guessed 25%.
Oh my God. You know what, Bacon? I'm so good at estimating. It's like a superpower.
Yeah, we got to go to where they have like jelly beans in a jar or something. Yeah. So then I did a quick pass through on that. I only had football action. I even count the huddle. I count talking about plays. I count anything kind of football related, because most of the time when they're in their uniforms, they're just kind of in their uniforms doing other things. But it is still 15 minutes and 15 seconds of actual, what I would consider football-ish activities. So we'll call that 15.25. And that gives us about 14% of Leatherheads is football-y.
Can I ask one question?
What's your question?
Did we bring up, is there more basketball in Space Jam?
No, don't make me. No, all right. Back to us talking about this.
Dodge.
Fellas?
Spurred. Okay, so the winner of the coin toss gets to determine which side of the field they want to play on.
Couldn't they pick another uniform that had a little bit more contrast?
I know. They just keep getting muddier and muddier, and we're supposed to believe it's a good game.
Today's matchup, not exactly the offensive showdown we'd hoped for. More like a muddy snooze fest so far, as...
That's
just
how
like
I describe the movie.
This movie's a muddy snooze fest. Now everyone's brown, so you can't tell who's on what team.
On a sweep to the right side of the field, and that's not fooling anyone.
Nobody saw that in a stadium full of people.
Like, they're not even beating them with an actual football thing.
No.
They're just doing
They're gonna cheat.
A looky-loo, which again, it's not like they've been doing that the whole time.
No.
It's a touchdown! Not an interception! A touchdown! Dodge Conley is caught in the end zone with no...
It's the lamest ending.
That they did by cheating.
They cheated to win. The shot is taking forever. This movie just end movie, please. Just end it. Cut it now. Cut now and cut.
No,
yeah.
have him confessing. Have him confessing in a press conference.
Please no.
Press conference.
No. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. The script was awful. The directing was awful. It looked okay.
Yeah, I loved how it looked.
And the music was fine. The problem is the rest was going on. It was so bad that the music couldn't help it.
You know what? Honestly, it was really a fun period world to be in. Like, what happened to the dog?
The dog and the kid.
Yeah.
The dog and the kid.
The dog's on the cover.
Oh, and look, it had puppies. Who cares? I don't know anything about any of the characters.
It's crazy. So, Bacon, do you want me to put it on my...
Yeah, where would you put it in your quadrants? I have a feeling I know where it's going to go.
You know, the first third, I'd say, I was like, I'm going to put this in fun romp. I don't care what the critics say. But honestly, the truth is, it goes solidly into pandering yawn fest. It wasn't pandering at all, but the yawn fest was so strong, it has to go into, and I'm sorry to say it because I really wanted to like this movie.
Yeah.
What about you?
Didn't enjoy it. I'm looking at all my movies, and out of all the movies we watched, even the bad ones, sometimes there was moments that we were having a blast. And I'd say there was no I enjoyed watching it with you, Ruth.
Yeah, always.
But never did we even have a blast or anything happen that we enjoyed.
No.
But it wasn't aggressively, angrily bad.
No.
So that means I'm going to put it above Diana the Musical, but below Falling for Christmas.
Okay. I think that's a good place for it, actually, because Falling for Christmas, we still talk about. I don't think we're going to be talking about Letterheads
ever again.
Unfortunately.
Please subscribe if you enjoyed this. We'll make more of this and share this stuff, please.
Bye.